but I still came out number one.
NBA sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the Detroit Lions. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. A nice little gift there to start the ball game as they will begin things at the 40-yard line. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Here's a handoff to Swift, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Eight yards to go on second down. The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. He'll look to throw. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one good for 24 yards.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11th. On the option to give to Williams here. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. Out of the pistol. Here's Williams. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamal Williams with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Now this defense for the Lions, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win. But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
Here's Thomas. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. And this ball is going to be touchdown just shy of midfield.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at the Patriots' 47-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Off the option, here's Williams. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 11 yards there and a Lion 1st down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
On 1st down, Swift. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 45 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. They're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Williams. And the Lions are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Beautiful throw right there on 3rd down, and it looked like this was going to be 6 points, but a nice touchdown-saving tackle at the end of this. Even still, this offense is knocking on the door now with a 1st and goal at the 1.
Williams, no gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Williams. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And the question now, can the Patriot defense hold firm again on 3rd and goal? And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Seibert's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
This taken in at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and
and
out.
out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Again, it's Harris on second down. 7 yards there and a first down. When you're down early, how do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Come to my world. We want it. Come to my world. Check 99. Taco 80. SOS. Check 9.
So the false start will back them up 5. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. The false start backs them up 5. 1st and 15. Back to throw. Thomas. And this one's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Still 15 yards to go, 2nd down. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
26 Mike, I'm going to run you over. 26.
Looking to throw. Thomas. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. On the give, this is Harris. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Levante David in on the tackle.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll try the right side with Harris. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 47 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They hand this off to Harris. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Who that? Who that? Mike 54. Mike 54.
They'll run with Harris. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Here's Thomas on 3rd down. Being chased out left. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. It's their quarterback. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score. Extra point up and through. And the lead is down to a field goal. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken just shy of the 10. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They currently sit 1 game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Yeah, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
On second down, Swift. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
They'll run on first down. Swift. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 61 yards rushing for him, as he has been tough to stop here this first half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Swift. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They try the left side here with Williams. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7 our score. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Back to throw. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. O.J. Howard, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
1st and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Now they air it out to start the drive, and it's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 35. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Thomas on 3rd and 2. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it, and the Lions are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
It's what you call a rookie mistake. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the 3rd quarter is underway. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Harris starts the drive on the ground. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And just a yard to go here on 2nd down.
Coming to you, coming to you. Shoot! 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. Taking it right down Broadway. He's at the 30, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone.
And this is a play defensively where you're just looking around and saying, what was that? What just happened? You're looking at your teammates, they're looking at you. And let's face it, your defensive coordinator, He's not going to tip his cap to it, and that's not how football works, but he probably should have after that run. That was absolutely sensational.
And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along? So with a missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Williams to return. And they got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
They go back to the ground, this time Swift. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 78 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
And the Lions first down.
On the option to give to Williams here. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Devin McCourty brings him down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They run it again with Williams. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Out of the gun now on third down. And this is going to be incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on fourth down. Looking to throw. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Fourth down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. Now a play fake here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit, because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Finds his big tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 14. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
First down, Detroit.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's a handoff to Swift. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They're going to look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And in for the Lions touchdown. Jalen darted his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Seibert on for the PAT. And that one pushes the lead up to 11.
Makes the score Lions 24, Patriots 13. Jack Fox, the kickoff for the Lions.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Off the play fake, Thomas. And the catch made by Johnson. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. A good pickup there of 20 yards. On first down, it's Harris. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
First down, and they go back to Harris. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. Back to throw. Thomas. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
At the Lions' 23-yard line.
On second down, this is Harris. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. New England on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
I got him.
He's coming. Double up, double up.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
54, right there, right there. 54 Mike. Let's go, D.
Hey, watch him up.
They run again with Harris. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Let's go. Switch, switch, switch.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
Mike 54. Mike 54. It's coming this way. Come
Alert, alert.
Here we go.
Now a give. Running left is Harris. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
Shit, shit. 70 Lions.
Right there. 54, right there, right there. 54 Mike. I think you got it, son.
On second down now. It's Harris, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Damian Harris, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Pats have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They're going to run it with Harris. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First downs a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Throw left side complete. That's Howard. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The Lions on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Back to throw here. And that's caught left side. They had him stopped short of the first, but a penalty marker down. And that looked like a clear face mask to me. So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Following the penalty, it's Williams. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. In on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan.
I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. Powerful running. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Now back to throw. Open man is Raymond. He's got it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front. Good blocking. Nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage. Stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
On the handoff, this is Swift.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a 1-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll look to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. The Pats at the line ready to go. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
26 Mike. Quit talking about it. 26 Mike. 26 Mike. Double dog. Double dog. That's the way. 26 Mike. I got it.
Looking to throw. Thomas. It's brought in by Harris. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a 2nd down here. Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. On 2nd down, it's Harris. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. This is Harris.
And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
He's back to throw. And he's got his target, Harris. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A gain there of 21 yards. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Man open is Robinson. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
A score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, it could come back at you a long way.
Extra point right down the middle, and that will make this a 4-point game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken just shy of the 10. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Pats have just about sewn up this football game. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
They turn to Harris to begin the drive, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. A great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles. And really the difference, obviously, was that 4th quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing that you can make that comeback. because we've been in games before. We've done games where